Yo, 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 what's up, you guys? I'm back. You know what time it is? It's time for us to get into the next episode of the Men Underground Music Show. My name is Mint. I'm your host. Just tapping in with you guys, doing my monthly check-in. I'm committed to doing that, doing these episodes on a month-to-month basis. With that being said, also I did start my first episode of the Men Underground monthly mailbox, which highlights everything that we received in the mailbox for my personal collection. Anything that I bought for the store, maybe I'll highlight sometimes. Just right now, I'm not doing that. But if you want to go check out that first one, go ahead. Look under the monthly mailbox tag as far as some of the episodes or however we have it section off. I don't know how YouTube does it. Still learning this thing. Speaking of learning this thing, I'm learning, you guys. I'm getting a little bit better at doing this. So without further ado, we're going to get into this one. This is real quick. We're still in the twos and fews right now for the Men Underground music show. So since we're still in the twos, let's get into Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G. single Running. Now, I have two versions of this single. There are many versions of this single. However, I only have two. The reason why I have two is because I don't feel it's necessary to collect all of those many versions, right? To each his own. If you want that in your collection, go ahead and go for it. A part of the reason why I don't do that for this single didn't even come out until after his death. I don't know if it would ever had seen the light of day, and so forth like that. And there's so many versions, it's just all the same. Someone might throw another track on, an extra track, or they'll do remixes of tracks and yada yada, which is what I have here today, you know. So, we're going to start on the first version. The first version that I have is right here. This is the Notorious B.I.G. Running version out of Australia. Now, this Australian version came out in 1997. It has 4 tracks on it. Two of the tracks, the first and last, the first and fourth tracks is the actual single Runnin. Runnin features Tupac, Notorious B.I.G, and Dramacidal. Now, there's different versions of the group Dramacidal. If you know about that, Dramacidal could feature the Outlaws. It could feature Greg Nice of Nice and Smooth. It could feature versions of just certain outlaws. It could also have Buckshot Shorty and all these other rappers that Tupac looked up to, or was working with when he was probably sort of working on that what would we call it, the Death Row East, quote unquote. It could have been Machiavelli Records. There's so many stories about what he was doing at this time, and everybody's got their input. It gets pretty confusing when it comes to Tupac. But anyhow, this Australian version here that I have here is 4 tracks. The first track is Runnin' radio version. The second track is called Where You At. Where You At features off the top of my dome, Ice Cube, Ice-T, Chuck D of Public Enemy, RZA, Killer Priest, speaking of that Wu-Tang Clan, right? Mobb Deep, who else? Cam, who else? Smooth, speaking of that, great. You had Greg Nice that I was talking about, who he wasn't on this track, so let me correct that too. On the Running, he wasn't on that, but there's different versions of Dramacidal and who was in the group, Tupac's group, Dramacidal. But speaking of that, not only was he down with Greg Nice of Nice and Smooth, he was down with Smooth B. Smooth B is on the Where You At track as well. Now, you would think with all those heavy hitters that song Where You At would be one of my greatest songs, or would be, fire. But it's not. I don't like that song. That's an automatic skip for me. If you guys like it, cool. You know, what you eat don't make me sugar honey iced tea, and nor does what I eat for you, what you eat. You know, whatever I'm into, it doesn't make you do it either, right? So anyhow, then we get to the third song. The third song is by a female MC. I don't know where she's from, but her name is Quality, like quality, but it's quality, like the letter D as in dog, right? So Quality is spelled Qualad, and it features Flint Town, Flint, Michigan's very own MC Breed. MC Breed, rest in peace. It features him, and the name of the song is called He Made My Heart Sing. He Made My Heart Sing. First verse is just Quality. The first two verses is Quality talking about her relationship with meeting this dude. You know, he started doing fellatio on her, and he made her heart sing. It's sort of how the first verse ends. Then she goes into a little bit more stuff about their relationship and yada yada yada. And then MC Bree comes in with the male perspective on how he made her heart sing. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually a very good duet. It's very funky. I like the song a lot. It's reminiscent of probably that era when he was messing with Tupac. You know, you gotta get yours, I gotta get mine. You gotta get yours, I gotta get mine. You know, get yours. You know, type of sound. You know what I mean? I think it was recorded, so probably about like 93ish or something like that, 93, 94. Once again, this album came out in 97. This particular version came out in 1997. This was all the stuff was posthumously released after Pac's death. Now the fourth track once again is Runnin again, but it's the street version. Of course, the first track is the radio version, so it's edited. The street version is the street version. However, it's not completely street. It still has edits in it. Whether they're trying to protect names, address, I don't know, names, phone numbers, cuss words, you'll still sometimes hear that, you know, like the records playing back whenever they're trying to edit out whatever they're talking about. Regardless of that, I like track 1 still, and I like track 4 still. Both of those, both the radio and the street version. The reason, one of the things that I like about the song, and I always loved about the song, not only is it has high quality of lyricism. It's basically a posse cut with Notorious B.I.G on there, but I love the sample. It has three familiar samples that I'm aware of. One of them I grew up on by Funkadelic bass guitarist, Parliament bass guitarist Bootsy Collins. When Bootsy Collins was doing his own thing, Bootsy's Rubber Band, you know what I'm talking about. He had a song called Munchies for Your Love, which more than likely inspired out of Dallas, Texas, Nemesis, the rap group out there who Ron C was down with. Ron C did not start with them, I don't believe, but he ended up with them. But anyhow, they used to have a song called Munchies for Your Bass. So that's how I always remember Bootsy Collins' Munchies for Your Love name. Funky beat. That sample. Oh, the other sample on there is Earth, Wind, and Fire, Denver's very own. I'm a Denver boy. Earth, Wind, and Fire's Devotion. Man, so it's a combination of those two samples. And here's how you're going to remember the song and understand the sample. If you're a fan of Scarface, and 1993 Scarface had a song called Now I Feel You. That's the sample. So the guitar playing in that, and dun, 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 you know, that's like the introduction of Bootsy Collins, but a portion of that guitar strumming is also Devotion. But definitely the bass line and the melodies was Devotion. However, the background noise and some of the sounds that you hear in the background was Bootsy Collins' Munchies for Your Love, you know. So yeah, and Bill Withers was the beat. I can't remember what song the drums were from, but I know it's Bill Withers. I do recognize those drums because I've heard them on other songs, so that's why I know it. You know, great 4-track CD single. Like I said, I have the Australian version. I don't know if there's a U.S. version. I'm sure there is. I didn't go to do my homework so thoroughly on this, but I don't own it. Not really tripping to own it or anything, because this is just a single that I don't need to have every version. That's it, you know. One of the things about this, one of the things about it is the CD looks like this, but it's one of those slim line jewel cases and so forth. One of those slim jewel cases, you know. A lot of the European or overseas, over the pond CD singles come in these slim ones. In the United States, usually when you see something like this, then it's slim. We do have them, but most of ours, whenever they're manufactured in the United States, they're not slim, our singles. But if they are slim, most times it's like a promo version or something, but not an actual one with a barcode for retail sales. But yeah, man, if I had to rate this album, this particular CD single, I would rate it about a 7 out of 10. The reason why I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, I like track 1, 3, and 4. I skipped 2. There's 4 tracks. That's about 2.5 points. And the only reason why I ended up instead of 7.5 out of 10 is because I took half off, because I don't like edited radio versions or even the edited version. So I took a quarter off of each version of Running for the radio version and the street version. So that's how I came to 7. All right. Boom. Next up, we have the European version. Let's see where this is made. I don't know. I just see the LC thing and all that. But yeah, this is the European version right here. This European version has 6 tracks. It says the 98 remixes by Stonebridge plus original mix. 5 of the 6 tracks are by the Stonebridge guy, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna go into too much on this version. As you can see over here on the right, you got Pac, and then you have Big over here. I like the artwork better than I like this version. This 98 remix version, I don't like it. I'm not going to put it completely down. I'm going to give it its grade right now. I'm just going to give it a 2 out of 10. And the reason why I'm going to give it, it has 6 tracks, right? Stone's radio edit, Stone's RMX full length, Stone's original vibe mix, RMX full TV track, RMX full instrumental. Those first 5 tracks, all basura, the caca. I do not like them. I do not like his stuff. It's like, I don't know, man. He was trying to be Puff Daddy / Uptown Records remix thing with some of that, like, and if you know Uptown, they were responsible for acts like Today, Guy, I mean, and stuff like that. So it has that what do you call that, New Jack type of sound that Mary J. Blige and Puff Daddy was doing in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, you know, Real Love type of drum line, you know. You know, it's like trying to do that. It's just, I don't know, it's just whack to me personally. Just whack. You know, those first 5 tracks whack. So then it gets to the original version, which is like this, but it's also edited just like this. It's still the street version, but it's edited with that, you know, record rewind stuff or whatever they're trying to edit out. Yeah, man. 2 out of 10. I already own it. This one, the sticker says $15. This one says $5, but I remember getting these up in Greeley. I forget the name of the record store because it's out of business and been out of business for many years now. But I remember they were going out of business, and I ended up getting this for probably like $3-4, probably maximum $5 for both of these. Just took it as some space fillers. Never heard it. I knew it came out. I was aware of it, but I never had a chance to hear it until I bought it. I haven't played it many times and so forth. Either version, especially this version, I definitely did not play it, but this one I did. So if you're looking to go out and get one, I would highly recommend getting this version out of the two. I can't say anything about the other versions, but I like it because it has the some extra tracks other than the Running single on there, and I like that, and I like the versions that they have of the Running single. So yeah, man, I would just go with this version. I wouldn't pay, including shipping, probably $5 max for it though. Yeah, there it is. With that being said, this is going to conclude episode whatever, because I forgot to look to see which episode this is. It might be 17. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't really remember. But anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in to the Men Underground Music Show. My name is Mint. I really do appreciate you guys supporting me. Those of you guys who tuned in to the monthly mailbox, I have another one of those coming up shortly this month, where I'll focus on everything that I got. I'm currently in February, so I'll focus on everything that I got in the mail for my personal collection in January. Okay. Check that out. Seems like a lot of you guys like that one, the monthly mailbox, to see what's going on. I have been getting requests from people like, hey, can you show me more stuff? And can you do, it's like one person asked me if I could do Rap a Lot, man, if I could just highlight all my Rap a Lot stuff. I would like to do those types of things. Maybe I'll start doing those types of things, but most of all, I appreciate you guys commenting. So don't only please share, please subscribe, but most of all, comment. I like the participation. With that being said, comment below. Let me know what I missed or misunderstood. And we'll take it from there, man. Once again, I'm Mint. This is the Men Underground Music Show. 2 Stokes. And I'm out.